And it's official. The Bitcoin halving has occurred just as a few moments ago. So happy halving, everyone, or halvening, depending on how you prefer to pronounce it. But wanted to say I do apologize for not making a video sooner for some time here, but I was quite preoccupied with some other things. So apologies again. But to get to the Bitcoin chart specifically, so Bitcoin created a symmetrical triangle that you can see here. Right, starting here and there, and it attempted to break out of the triangle pattern twice, so here and then here again. And we did reach a high of gosh, what was the high that we reached here? Sorry about that, but we did reach a high of almost $73,000. I had said that I think we're gonna go to 73,000 before any major correction in my last video, and we missed the mark by gosh, $220. So it did attempt to break out, and it was not able to break out, and that breakout was a fake out, clearly. And therefore, it went down to the bottom of the triangle, and that didn't hold. So it dropped below the triangle. And as you can see here, it tried to make its way back into the triangle, but couldn't. And from there, it was pretty clear that if it can't get back into the triangle, it's going to break down. And I had two arrows, one green one here, as you can see, pointing upwards, and one pink one pointing downwards. So depending on the breakout, we could have either gone up to roughly $83,000, or there is a potential that we will go all the way down to roughly $57,000, just based on the target of the symmetrical triangle breakdown. And we came close to it. So Bitcoin actually went all the way down to 59,900-ish, and then bounced from there. And it's a good thing that it did, because there is, as you can see here, an M pattern of sorts, and this is the neckline of the M pattern. And had we dropped below this neckline and not been able to get back up like we did here, then the measured move of this breakdown would have been a lot bigger. So we would have gone potentially down to $52,000, and we haven't thus far. However, there is a possibility that we will. Now, to put things into context, this whole breakdown thus far has only been, sorry, let me just measure the actual breakdown, 12.17%. So again, not a very steep correction. However, there are some signs that I am a little bit concerned about, and I'm watching. Keep in mind, this is short-term concern. We are still in a bull trend, and is my belief, obviously, I might be wrong, but it is my belief that we are still in the parabolic bull trend. The bull trend, the parabola is still intact from what I can see. However, we do need to consider that we might go down further from here. The price is, I won't lie, showing a little bit of weakness. And anyway, the weakness is that, first of all, the gray 10 exponential moving average has moved below the 21 purple exponential moving average. And usually when those two moving averages cross, unless they cross back up pretty quickly, then it can symbolize or alert us to larger correction, or a price hike if the inverse is true. So when the 10 moving average goes above the 21, so the gray goes above the purple, then that's very bullish. If it maintains that, then you can expect the momentum to definitely be quite strong to the upside. So right now it's broken downwards, and so that's something that I'm watching, and I'm obviously a little bit concerned about. Another point of concern is that, on the positive, the daily stochastic RSI has flipped positive. So we have bottomed out on the daily, and it is moving upward and has passed the 20 mark. It closed inside the 20 mark, above the 20 mark, excuse me. So that means that we might have a couple more days of relative bullishness unless the momentum turns around and the blue line goes and flips under the red line again, and we can't actually make it up to the top of the stochastic oscillator that shows momentum in the market. However, on the weekly time frame, so let me go to the weekly here. On the weekly time frame, the stochastic RSI is pointed downwards, and around this area is usually an acceleration of the movement in whatever direction that it's going in, and in this case it's down. So there is definitely possibility for more downward action before things turn around. Let me just get back to the daily chart here. But I would, if I was purchasing Bitcoin right now, what I would do is I would set some limit orders, so automatic buys at these levels. I would set some buys at roughly, I would say 58,800. I would also see this yellow horizontal line here that I drew is has acted as support and resistance not only in this market but in the previous bull run. And I would also set some buys at the 52,800 or $53,000 level. There is a possibility that we go down there. However, because the blue 100 daily moving average is right here at about 57,300, or let's see, right on the yellow line actually at $58,000, there's a strong possibility that that acts as strong support, and that we bounce from there and we don't go all the way down to meet the measured move of roughly 56,000 or 57,000, or down further. If we do break down below, this 60,500 level, and we do hold and close below that level, then the possibility of us going all the way down to 52,000 is very high, quite high. The probability is high. The $52,000 area is quite strong support that goes back to the previous bull market. So as you can see here, there was a lot of stopping and reversal right around the 52,000, between 51 and $52,000 area. And other than that, obviously the altcoin market will dump harder than Bitcoin when things dump, and some of them will pump harder than Bitcoin when they do pump. For the time being, my eyes are on Bitcoin because the rest of the market kind of follows Bitcoin's lead. Things could go kind of either way. However, I'm not seeing a ton of strength in these charts. I won't lie. Short term, I would, like I said, if I was buying, I would set some limit orders, and I would just, prepare for more downside, and possibly because of the weekly stochastic being downward facing, and that is a slow moving indicator. on the weekly. So we might have several more weeks of sideways or more downward action. Hopefully not. I would very much like to see Bitcoin regain, go above the, at least go back above the purple, the 10 daily moving average, which is this gray line here, and hopefully back above the purple 21 moving average on the daily. Unless we can make it back above the $68,000 level and hold there, there's still a possibility that it could go down further, even if it goes all the way up to this yellow line here at about 69,000 and then reverses back down. What we really need to see is we need to see Bitcoin get back above these moving averages, back above the previous all-time high at roughly 69, and then above this blue horizontal line that I drew here. If it manages to hold above the 71,358 level and close a day or two above there, then the chances are that we go up to roughly $82,000 to $83,000. However, there is some current weakness short term in the charts, and it might last a few weeks to a few months. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Lots of love. And if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and just leave me a comment. I'll try and answer. Thanks.